Hi there. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the web-based interview. I took it last year and I failed it, and I know why now. It's a test that you can break so easily. I just did all of the research I needed to, and then I knew exactly how to pass this thing. So the two things that you need to know, it's like all you need to know, is that you need to, as much as possible, strongly agree or strongly disagree. 1 or 5, don't be in the middle. That's what I did wrong last time, was I answered neutral on too many things. So I'm not an extreme person, so I don't want to say, oh yes, I always, always, always do this, because my brain would think, well, unless this happened, and then maybe I wouldn't, and then I would go neutral, and then you get denied. The other thing is that you need to be consistent. So if they ask you 5 questions on the topic of punctuality, you need to make sure it sounds like the same person is answering all of those questions. And if you're like me, and the strongly agree and strongly disagree you weren't as comfortable with it, then just make that decision. I'm going to strongly agree with this statement. And then stick with it. Stay in that frame of mind. And if another question on that topic comes up, answer it in the same state of mind. So there you go. It's really simple as pie if you know what you're doing. And the thing about those web-based interview results is that they're good for 6 months. So if you apply later in a hiring round, then you're not going to be able to apply on the first day of the next season. You're going to have to wait till those 6 months are up. So then you might be a couple weeks or maybe a month or 2 behind all the other applicants, and I think that can definitely hurt you. So I applied as soon as the applications were open, like within a half hour. I had actually been checking my email and the college program website so much that I downloaded this app on my computer called Self-Control, where you can block certain websites for certain amounts of time, and it was awesome. Because I was able to block the college program website for like 2 or 3 hours at a time. Really, every 5 seconds, I would check it, and that's not healthy. The application went live, and I still had like 5 or 10 minutes until I was allowed to check the site. So I just took a deep breath, and I went and I showered, and I came back and applied. I swear I must have been like the first person to try to go through the acceptance stuff, because I went to pay my program fee, and all the dates were still for this spring semester. And I was afraid that if I went through and I picked the wrong date, then they would say, oh, you paid for the wrong thing, but it's non-refundable. I'm going to eat your money, and then you get to pay again. And I don't have $600. And so I called them. They said, yeah, you're right. We're going to fix that for you. And they fixed it, and I kept going through, and then I got to the choose your program dates thing, or choose your arrival date. There were like 6 of them between May and June, and they all said except for attractions. And all the people that were accepted that day on February 14th were attractions, except maybe 1 or 2 people. So I called, and they said, that's weird. We'll get some attractions dates up there. And then they posted the dates, but attractions people weren't allowed to come every day. It was so weird. Only like half of the dates were open for attractions. So I picked the earliest one there was, which was May 20th, and that's 84 days away. It's going to be such a long 84 days. But that's what this vlog is for. Okay, feel free to ask me questions. You have them. Obviously, I haven't done the program yet, but I have been researching this stuff for a while. So I might have already found an answer to a question you have. Because I'd love to hear from you. See ya.